Welcome back to another episode of Not Sailing.
We are getting so eager to leave this marina and head out beyond the hook, cruising again.
I'm getting real antsy. We're getting there. We're really close. We're just waiting on a couple things. It has been nice being here for the time we have.
We actually thought we were going to be gone already, like a week ago. We see the warmer weather kind of approaching. We see boats coming in and leaving now for the season, so it makes us super antsy to get out of here.
Yeah, everyone's coming down in their boats and getting all spiffed up to get on with this good season coming up.
We've got a couple of projects planned that we're waiting on arriving, and they're pretty important projects, so we definitely want to get them done before we head off. Hands are kind of tied with that.
Yeah, we figured we'd take today and show you a little bit around behind us here, and we'll explain a little bit on what our future holds.
Welcome to Sailing Jibsea. 2 years ago, we knew nothing about sailing, but took off from Canada with an urge for adventure. I'm Steph, this is Travis, and this is our home, Jibsea. We moved quickly and in a short time have made it down south and even crossed an ocean, but we still have a whole lot more of the world to see. Subscribe and join our life on the water.
A little windy today, but it's not rainy, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Back in 1921, Ireland was divided into two. Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK, and the Southern, which is the Republic of Ireland, a sovereign state of the EU. Belfast is the capital and the largest city in Northern Ireland. Belfast metropolitan area has a population of 643,000. By the early 19th century, Belfast became a major port and shipbuilding was a key industry. The shipyard Harland and Wolff was the largest in the world.
Everybody knows the Titanic, but I personally didn't know where it was built, and it was here. Behind me here is the SS Nomadic, which I believe was the tender to the Titanic. So that is pretty cool.
SS Nomadic was a former tender of the White Star Line and the only one of their vessels still in existence today. Launched in 1911 and was built to ferry passengers, baggage, mail, and supplies to and from the White Star Line's ocean liners, the RMS Olympic and the RMS Titanic. At 220 feet long, she was in service until 1968. Today, she's now on display in Belfast Titanic Quarter as a museum.
So this beautiful art piece behind us is the Titanic Museum. And it was built in 2012. And you probably asked, how is it inside? Well, we have no idea because we're too cheap to go in again.
No. Okay. We have spent way too much money on boat projects, so no. But it's here if you want to see it and check it out and learn all about the Titanic. Super cool building. It's really like space-like, and it lights up at night. They have it purple, red, different colors, and it's just a really cool backdrop for us on the boat to see that behind us.
Yeah, we see it every night. We've talked to people who have seen and been inside, and they said it's really awesome. There's a lot of history, a lot of really cool history about the Titanic.
Man, it is super windy.
Yeah, it's really windy today. But it is a piece of jewelry. It's really pretty. So as we film the outside, since we have no idea what's on the inside, we'll talk about where we're heading and our kind of plans for the upcoming
cruising season. Because I think we are pretty eager to chase the sunshine again.
Yeah, super eager to use the boat as we should, which means jumping off the back, swimming, enjoying the underwater life. And
the heat.
The heat. So I think we're going to head to the Med fairly quick because we only have 3 months. We've talked about that before once we hit any Schengen country. So
we're going to be booking our way down as soon as we can and getting as far as we can into the Med before we hop out somewhere. Bunch of these stained glass artwork pieces all throughout the city. And they're all Game of Thrones themed because much of the Game of Thrones is filmed in Northern Ireland, as we've mentioned before in some of the spots that we've anchored in around Northern Ireland. Yeah, they're super pretty. And behind me over there is actually Titanic Studios, where they filmed a lot of the indoor stuff.
So behind me, Bamo, you have Samson and Goliath over there.
These two massive gantry cranes are part of Harland and Wolff's shipyard, and they were erected in 1969 and 1974. The shipyard here constructed over 70 ships for the White Star Line.
Those big guys were definitely the main structure of bringing all that heavy steel around.
Wait, how do you know which one's Samson and which one's Goliath?
I have no idea.
Okay, one of them's bigger than the other. One of them's, I think, 96 meters tall, and the other one's 106.
So like 10-meter difference? That one's bigger than me, but that could just be because where we're standing. That's about all we know of those cranes.
Super cool, though.
Yeah, they are really cool. They're very, like, they stick out in the landscape, that's for sure. I think the Titanic was built from 1908 to 1912 was when it's finished.
Close. 1909.
Ah, 1908. I have it on my phone, 1908.
You don't have internet on your phone.
Well, I looked it up before we left because that's how YouTubers do things. Oh, it was on the other page.
Yeah, sure it was.
Wait.
All right.
Wait. All right.
We're going to be booking it pretty quickly into the Med. And it's because we have kind of a complicated time frame, sort of Schengen shuffle to deal with. In the EU, in Schengen states, we're only allowed to be visitors in those Schengen states for 90 days within a 180-day period. That's for our person. The boat's allowed to be in Schengen states for, 18 months before you have to pay VAT, which is a whole lot of money. We can be in for 3 months, but then we got to be out for 3 months before we can go back in. Some people will just put their boat in a marina, fly out for the 3 months, and then come back. But we're full-time cruisers, so it makes it a little bit trickier, and we're going to be on the boat full-time. So there are some options for us. We can jump out in different countries. So, for example, Tunisia, Montenegro, Turkey. Are there any other ones?
We had Croatia, but Croatia just joined Schengen, so that's out.
Yeah, I think that was at the beginning of this year.
Monaco. Oh, hold on.
Oh, right in my face.
Sorry. Yeah, there's a couple countries that we can hop out, but that just means sitting somewhere for 3 months. And
again,
after we've already sat here for now for almost 5 months, we're eager to move.
We like moving quickly. If you guys have been following us for a little while, like from the beginning, you guys have probably seen 3 to 7 days and we're out of an anchorage or even an island onto the next. Yeah, we like moving quickly. Are you okay?
No.
He's sick again. I've been sick 3 times since we've been here.
I think 4. The one you just had that then got me sick the 4th time too.
You got sick and then you got me sick and then I got you sick again or whatever, vice versa. But it's been a whole lot of sickness in the city with people all around us. And we had not been sick since we left till here, which is wild.
No sniffles, no nothing.
No COVID, nothing.
We come up here and we're sick like dogs constantly. Gah. We just want to chase the sun. Why we're going to leave up here so soon and try to make some ground. And I know we didn't get to see Edinburgh or Liverpool or London.
Like the big cities.
I think we'll save those for when we're going to explore land, not have our boat, and we can go and explore land sort of that way. And it'll leave some stuff for us to come back up here and explore. We want to leave because the time frame that if we do want to get back to the Caribbean, if we are going to chase summer or warm weather, that gives us 3 months to get all the way to Turkey, Montenegro, or Tunisia. And then that allows us to hang out for 3 months. But then also gives us 2 to 3 months to get back out of the Med, where we could stage for around December, January to cross back over to the Caribbean. So that's kind of why we got to move earlier up here. Like usually you could spend a little bit more time up here and head down when the weather's nicer. But I don't really want to go through the Med in the peak season.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a rat. Something.
Where?
It's just over there. Yeah, we don't want to be... It sounds silly because obviously the Med in the summer is the best, but I think fall and spring for full-time cruisers and even a bit of winter, I think that's full-time cruiser fun because all the charter boats and tourists really die down and you get kind of more places to yourself is what I've heard from other cruisers. We like to have places to ourselves sometimes. So if we go down a little earlier, we'll be going through in spring. Yeah, see, there he is. Anyways, we'll be going through spring, and then at summer we'll be kind of hanging out in the country, whatever country we decide to hang out in. And then we'll be coming back out of the Med and seeing all the places we didn't get to see, and that'll be kind of coming into fall. So we should be able to get best of the seasons in the Med.
But who knows? Because initially, before we crossed over here, we said we were going to be here for a couple of years. Things change so quickly with us, and we make it up as we go. If we like somewhere, we stay there longer. I don't know, weather, all of that. So we really don't know. But right now, oh, I saw a rat. That's big.
Yeah, he's a big rat.
We'll just go where the wind takes us and we'll figure it out when we get there. So far, that's the plan. But like all plans in sailing, they're written in sand on a windy day like today.
Yeah, well, ideally that's what we're going to plan to do. But on a good note, since we let you know sort of our plans for the next upcoming months, if you're in an area that we might be, let us know. And we'll see if we can link something up and go say hi or have a coffee or a drink or whatever. We're in northern Spain, go down to the coast and dodge all the bloody orcas.
Okay, don't even mention it. I don't even want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it now either. I don't want to have to deal with stress.
Yeah, Spain, for sure.
Spain, Lisbon, Gibraltar, Balearic Islands, and who knows? This thing's cool, eh?
HMS Caroline.
But the bow on this thing is like a knife through the water. I'm going to show you that next.
You can buy tickets to get on.
Yeah, well, you know we're too cheap for that.
Well, I think it's closed now, but you could if you wanted.
Yeah, so you can tour around this ship if you want as well.
HMS Caroline was built in Birkenhead in 1914, and she's a light cruiser. One of only 3 remaining major warships that served in the Royal Navy during World War I, and it's the sole survivor of the Battle of Jutland, the greatest naval battle in history. Look at this thing, eh? She was built for speed.
Look at that bow. That is a knife. It's a pretty cool ship.
HMS Caroline is 446 feet long. Commissioned in 1914 and decommissioned in 2011, she's the longest serving warship after HMS Victory, and now a floating museum as well. Belfast, specifically the Titanic Quarter, is a great place to learn and remember the tragedy of the RMS Titanic. You can also get your fact-checking done too.
Ships. 1908.
Actually, no, sorry, Travis. 1908 is when Harlan and Wolff were awarded the contract with White Star Line to build 3 massive Olympic-class liners. The Titanic commenced construction on March 31st, 1909. But I guess we can let him think he's got this one anyway. You win this round.
1 success, finally. It's the only one I'll ever get.
Mark it down. The port is so rich in history and most definitely a worthwhile stop if you're headed up this way.
Alright, I know you've been wanting to say this for the last 3 hours, but now you can finally say what the light posts look like.
What? Oh. Cranes. They all look like cranes all throughout here, and I think it's super cute. It just adds to the whole vibe. I don't know, I like it.
She kept saying, they look like cranes.
They do.
They look like cranes. Look, everyone. They look like cranes.
Shut.
And we're back at the dock. Or right outside the dock.
A little colder and windier than we had thought. It was a little bit warmer during the day, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the little tour here nonetheless.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us through our winter all docked up. We can't wait to show you where our adventure takes us next. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in our next video.